So I want Cecilia to share her story because you're going to hear how one mom that didn't see a way out became a multimillionaire in her currency. Celia?
When I got started in the online space, I was a 42-year-old mum that was drowning in debt. I literally had debt collectors phoning me more than my mum did. I have lost almost everything. And prior to doing this, I had 2 previous businesses. But the only thing I did wrong with those 2 businesses is I kept on trading time for money. First, I started out with a daycare center just to get that business started, get myself educated, rigged up, and open my doors was about 300,000 Rand as a South African mum. Then COVID came and I needed a different way to start earning. And a divorce came after that. And I decided the next skill that I'm going to start up is a salon. I wanted to have more control over my time. I wanted to have more control over my finances. I wanted to be able, in that stage as a single mum, to take care of my little girl. And it was like, what, 140,000 just to get started with the salon. But unfortunately, very quickly, I went downhill. Small little town where I ran this business, single mom doing everything on my own. School runs, sports runs, trying to juggle it all, and then having regular breakdowns in the shower in the evening out of pure exhaustion. But there came a specific day when I went to pick up my little girl from school. I had clients booked at my salon, Bridezilla and her whole crew was there. And I warned my little girl earlier that morning, when I come and pick you up after school, you need to run. And she was very clear on what the routine was because I needed to get back. You guys, my daughter was 5 minutes late. 5. And my first reaction was to snap because she made me late for work. But as I snapped and turned to her, I could see she was crying. She was in tears before she got to the car. She had a horrible day, and I made it even worse. In my heart of heart, I really thought that I would have the time to go and sit down with my little girl and just work through whatever was wrong with her. But I worked until past 9 that evening. She fell asleep on that couch. I never got to fix that. Worst part is the money that I made that day there wasn't even enough left after I paid bills to take her for a milkshake and try and fix it over the weekend. And you might think, well, Celia, that happens to a lot of parents, but here's the other thing, and I get goosebumps talking about this. She's my only child. And before, I've had 2 little boys, both of them angel babies. So when she was born, I promised never in my life will I miss a moment with my child. And I was starting to fail as a mum in such a way where it felt like she's going to be better off without me. I went to Google like most of you did because I can promise you that's the only way you found the person that you found. You went to Google probably in the middle of the night or in early mornings when you couldn't sleep, stressed out over money, and you started typing in how to make money online, how to make money legally, how to make money that's not a scam, how to make money easy, how to make money without tech skills or prior experience or any high educational degrees in college. Because that was me. I Googled them all. And then suddenly I started seeing mums having exactly what I wanted. A simple way to make money. No tech, no experience needed, and I could build it in the nooks and crannies of my day. You guys, I got started, and 6 weeks later, I made my very first dollars online. 3 months later, I didn't have a single debt left on my name. I can tell you the silence that came with my phone because these debt collectors stopped bugging me was insane. 4 months later, I bought a car cash. I mean, who in South Africa working a 9 to 5 get to go to a dealer and say, I want that, and I'm going to go pay cash for it. You don't need to contact the bank and make a special plan for me. 5 months after that, I flipped our zip code. Now, South Africans got this say thing, one day when I'm big. I don't know, you can let me know if this is also a thing that you say in any other country. One day when I'm big. Now, you usually say things like that on things that you can't afford, jet skis, boats, and whatever. For me, one day when I'm big, I'm going to live by the ocean. 5 months into this business, I flipped our zip code. I took my child from a school where she used to cry almost every single day. She's now in a private school where she loves telling me and sharing her day with me. I went from being a 15-hour working a day mama to now working in the bits and pieces of my day. I went from worried and stressed out over money, crying in front of a food cupboard, putting things back on a grocery shelf because I couldn't afford it, to being a mama that doesn't need to worry about that anymore. And here I sit in front of you, a special mom. I wear glasses. I'm like the normalest person that you can get out there. And if you're like, Celia, I don't even know how to put a video out there, don't worry, we're going to teach you. And if you've got a teenager, I can tell you, they'll teach you exactly where to press that plus. Because I even had to ask her to show me how to do that. I can promise you, the person that invited you here tonight did not invite you for any other reason than the fact that they want to help you change your life, because they've seen the possibility, they've seen the vision, they've seen the shift inside of this industry. So be blessed. And Lizali, thank you so much.
Oh, I love that. What an opening to the webinar. Hey guys, that is amazing. She just has a way of sharing a story.